And Tara.
We're here at the Incubate co-working space, and today we're going to be talking about Adwords. There are a bunch of changes on the horizon, and it's good news for small businesses. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for you. Google says this is the biggest update that they've had in 15 years.
Yeah, which is huge for them to say that. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't just tout that easily because they've had it going on for 15 years.
And they've been making a lot of changes all along. So
Yeah.
is this revolutionary? Is this really going to be a great thing for small businesses?
Yeah, I mean, so what they're saying, so if you've placed an AdWords campaign, and let's just start with Google AdWords is a platform for where you can actually execute your pay-per-click campaigns. So all other search engines have them.
Quick question.
Yes.
What's a pay-per-click campaign?
Pay-per-click is also known as PPC, and pay-per-click means that you designate a bid for certain keywords to serve up your ad at the top, and these are typically on the top and the right side rails above organic content that comes up. So it's essentially a way that search engines make revenue through ad sales.
On searches.
On searches.
So when I do a search and I see at the top, it says sponsored.
There's like a little ad or sponsored content or something like that. So
Okay.
that's an actual PPC ad, and Google AdWords is by far the most used platform to execute these campaigns. And obviously, we know the power of Google, so it's not a surprise that they are a leader in the space, and they do have to make these changes because search is always changing, as we know.
So what are the differences? What are they trying to compensate for here?
Yep, so first, these changes are happening in July. Some of them, if you have beta tools accessed in your dashboard, you probably already see some of these additional features in your AdWords display. Usually in the lower right-hand corner, you will see a prompt that will say, hey, try our new dashboard for a better experience. That's Google's way of getting people to test out functionality, getting the kinks out, and getting the bugs out before they do a massive rollout of the tools and platforms like they're doing right now. You probably have also gotten phone calls from Google AdWords account managers and campaign managers wanting to set up time to talk with you. Definitely take advantage of these resources. They are providing them. So if you do happen to be a smaller business and you do get a call, I would take them up on that offer. It will be time well spent, and even if you have somebody helping your campaign, or if you're thinking of having somebody help execute your PPC campaigns, it's good to have them involved in that phone call too, so that they can be aware of the latest updates and changes. So getting back to your original question is like why these changes are happening. Voice to text, as we know, mobile search, as we know, is significantly up. Mobile is about 80% of all search traffic now, and Google is saying because voice to text search has literally changed the way that content is being served up. That's why that played a big part in some of these changes coming down the pipe. The way artificial intelligence plays a role in the way that search is queuing up content and populating ads and content for certain keywords, that a lot plays into our voice to text, our Siri, our Alexa, our experience with the machine learning that is only getting increasingly more widespreadly used.
Okay, so what changes am I actually going to see when I go on to my Google AdWords when I go to run a campaign?
Yep. So you'll see they're calling them basically like a little facelift of changes. So you'll see a little bit sleeker dashboard.
Okay.
You're going to see some additional reporting functionality, so you can pull some interesting data points that you might not have had access to before. That's one of the key selling points of this re-release, is that you as small business owners now will get access to data that you typically would have had to pay a third-party service for, or work with a consultant or a provider on. Google's now going to be providing some extra data points on like behavior, keywords, geographic, things like that for searchability, so that you can run different reports and really understand exactly how your traffic, where it's coming from and why. Also too, there's these things called snippets, extensions, site links. they've been around for a little bit in like a test form, but basically it's free extra space at the bottom that they're allowing because, again, mobile use and search is so high, for you to have your ad served up and people immediately able to call you, kind of like how they do for your business listing. Which is a really, really nice feature. And again, they're not charging you for that extra space, so definitely take advantage of those add-ons and extensions, and that is on the left-hand menu now that you'll see some more functionality in there. Also, because of all of these new things, they're touting that it's going to be a faster campaign creation process. So time will tell on that, but you can weigh in and see if this is you're having an increased user experience with that. And lastly, there's this thing around, they call it AMP, which is accelerated mobile pages. Basically, because mobile search traffic is up, and people are sometimes not always in a Wi-Fi area with very fast Wi-Fi, they have to rely on their data plans in order to have the website pages load. So if you are an e-com store, or you have product, or you have a ton of videos, which we all know how important video is on our website, if we have a lot of these content assets, sometimes websites and pages can load really slow. So we're not going to get into a topic on its own because it could literally be its own segment, and we will cover AMP landing pages at a different time. But just be aware that that's a free open source program that Google's offering right now. So if you're really interested, or if you're a developer or your website team really wants to kind of dive in and get aggressive, check out, there's tons of free resources, and Google's really encouraging this, again, to follow the line of the better user experience for the person that's interacting with your product and looking to
speed matters.
to get to your website. It totally does.
If your page is taking too long to load, you're going to lose the sale. And so it really is important to get that information out quickly. So
exactly.
With all these changes, does this mean that we should all be running out and getting into Google AdWords right away?
No. Yes and no. I mean, it is going to be easier if you have been a little technology shy, you're not sure if it's a good opportunity for you or not. They do have a lot of resources now, and a lot of the data that's built in there, and easier functionality. So you should be a little more confident in the sense that you can do, the learning curve should in theory be shorter. But no, I always say find an expert, utilize Google's free resources. It's one spoke in your overall marketing wheel. And PPC is not for everybody. So, it can be a little bit higher depending on your field, depending on your keywords. It's all based on bid strategy, how competitive those words are, how strong is your content that you're offering. All of those things go into play. So definitely either meet with your internal team or consult with, a marketing expert and figure out the roadmap for you.
Fantastic.
So cool, awesome.
And if you want any more guidance or you have any questions, you can reach out to us, and we're happy to jump in and offer you our insights.
Yep, excellent, cool. So happy Google AdWordsing, and hopefully you found this summary helpful. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.